Hello Galaxy Defenders and welcome to my review for Voltron, Legendary Defender, brought to us by the same animators of Legend of Korra and of course Netflix. I just binge watched this series in its entirety, and of course, as always, spoilers if you haven't watched Voltron Legendary Defenders. Go into your Netflix and check the series out and then come back and let's talk about it. One of my favorite series from my childhood, and now it's on Netflix, and by these fantastic animators who gave me also one of my favorite animated shows in the last few years, in Legend of Korra. So we start the series off meeting the main characters of this show and the ones who will eventually be the paladins for the alliance who will form Voltron. They find out the first lion, which is the blue lion, going to Lance, and they are transported to this other part of the universe where they find the castle of Altea in the planet Aras, and that castle millennia ago was destroyed by the Galra Empire. And they find Princess Allura and her guardian Corrin along with the black lion that will form Voltron. And piece by piece, they will find the missing lions and form the Legendary Defender and fight off the Galra Empire and the evil Emperor Zarkon to free and bring peace to the entire universe. Being a fan of Voltron from my childhood, I could really say that this series is everything I could expect at first. The characters are great. The writers of the show did a really good job at individualizing each of these characters and giving them unique personalities, and did a really good job in the character development department. Each of these characters gets an episode to shine, and they get episodes to shine each of their individual relationship. Keith and Lance have their little rivalry, but you see them growing in each episode and finding out stuff they like about each other, and by the end of the series they are really good friends that worry about each other. Shiro, being the leader of the team, the commander of the Black Lion, is a guy who we first meet in the series that 1 year prior to the series' official beginning, he is kidnapped by the Galra Empire and being forced to fight in gladiator arenas, and in that kidnapping from the Galra Empire he loses the father and brother of Peach, who I didn't really realize was supposed to be a girl until about one episode prior to where they addressed that exact situation. And then we got Hunk, voiced by Tyler Labine, one of the many great actors providing his voice to this series. I really enjoyed each of these members of the team. You got the bumbling idiot who actually grows into being probably the best hero of them all. You got the little girl, or as I thought before, the little boy, that is the computer expert and brings a new element, a unique element to the team. You got Shiro, a war and space veteran who has been through a lot of stuff and knows deep the Galra Empire, and he has those missing memories that provide for deeper character development, and his struggle feels real in this series. Also, Lance, being the heartthrob of the team, he really grows into being probably the best hero alongside Keith, who is the most incompatible character with him at first, and then Keith, probably better defined as the outsider of the series and of this team, but he really grows into admiring Shiro and appreciating the unique aspects of each of the other team's members. Princess Allura also grows. You understand why she misses her father, and she has this AI in the castle ship which her father implemented in there so he could communicate with her daughter past millennia and help her better defend the galaxy with the help of the Paladins and Voltron. The animation is pristine, the fights are great, Voltron is a great badass, and then the Galra Empire actually features many great mysteries that you really want to find out throughout the series. And then you really get the sense that Emperor Zarkon is someone who knows more about Voltron than he lets on. Now let's talk about the story. The story is indeed interesting, and it gets to a very interesting point about episode 9 or 10. But until then, it seems like they are making these stories up just so they can fill the 13 episode bill of the show. Because there are stories and planets they go to that don't really make much sense, that they would waste so much time doing that in that planet instead of going out into the galaxy pursuing the Galra Empire or going back to Earth. It really is never addressed in the show, and it really did bother me because some stories didn't make much sense occupying 20 minutes of a single episode, because that's how long the episodes are, and having 13 episodes, I wanted the series to be more fast-paced and to the point. And also, there's very little Voltron in a Voltron series. Don't get me wrong, I don't mind not having Voltron in each episode, but there are episodes where they practically don't use the lions either. And in a 13 episode series that we get all at once, and we probably won't get the second season until next year, 1 year from now, it really is downgrading how much little Voltron you really do have in this show. But I still enjoy this series. The last episode where Princess Allura needs to get taken back by the paladins from the Gaura Empire, where Zarkon gets his full power on, becomes one of the paladins probably, wants to take back the Black Lion, and I really did not understand if he was indeed the original Black Paladin, or if he just thinks he deserves to be. But the series is left in a great cliffhanger. This is a cliffhanger I really do enjoy and I want to see more of. You have one of Zarkon's soldiers betraying him, and then this gigantic explosion blows everything to pieces, and then we don't know if our heroes going through the wormhole are going to a safe place, are going back into the past maybe they will address time travel in this wormhole, but we don't know what happened to the Gaura Empire. But it's a great finale to the series, one that makes me pumped to get the second season next year, or as fast as they can do it. Guys, in the end, Voltron the Legendary Defender is a great series and a great new version of the series we had in the 80s and 90s. I really want to see what comes next. I love the animation, it is indeed pristine. The characters are great. I hope by next season they can give us a little bit more Voltron, a little bit more action pieces, a little bit more epic adventure type in space series, because they now got rid of the character development we needed to get to know these characters a little bit more. But I also hope they can continue with that character development in the further seasons. And I am going to give Voltron Legendary Defender a martini. It is a good time, anytime. But what did you think of Voltron Legendary Defender? Have you watched the previous series of the 80s and 90s? Did you enjoy it as a kid? What is your favorite Voltron villain? Let me know all of that in the comments below. And of course, if you haven't yet, please join our beautiful geeky community by clicking the subscribe button below the video box. And there are also links to my Facebook page and my Instagram in the description below, so you can stalk me on the internet. As I promised you, my beautiful geekies, today I will release my Blu-ray collection on a video that is coming later tonight. I am going to record that as soon as I finish up uploading this video, so expect that very soon. And I think we'll probably get the Moana trailer after that, so I'll also give you a review for that. And on the morning, a review for Game of Thrones Episode 8. As always, there's a link to my previous video right here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this review of Voltron Legendary Defender. Right here is a link to my previous video, which is my midnight special movie review. Please go watch that review and please go watch the movie, because there are no spoilers there. You can watch it at ease, but give a chance to this movie. It is really worth your time. Of course, I told you what is coming next to the channel. I hope you enjoyed my Blu-ray collection video, and I hope you stay tuned and subscribe if you haven't, and join our beautiful geeky community so we can continue to grow together. And of course, I will see you in all the reviews and special videos coming this week. Cheers.